came over to take a field trip, didn't we?
We did. We came to the Virginia Museum of Transportation to see the Great American Race.
Yes.
We'll do our little mess and fill you in on the tracks here. This is a 63 Mercury Comet 4-speed convertible. Sean Layton out of Jacksonville, Florida, has got his dad Harvey from St. Augustine navigating. Killer little hot rod, that Comet from 1963. So you can win a Corvette?
Yeah, all you have to do is enter and
We may have gone crazy because we got together with Index companies, and we bought this car and it was nearly perfect. And then we didn't even, it didn't need it, but we put new everything underneath it.
Well, this is super cool.
Yeah.
We wanted it to be reliable for the rally, obviously, and also to give away. The car after the race is going to tour. It's going to be.
Wonder how much the traffic in town has messed with their time.
September,
Because everything about this race is time.
We're going to hand the
So,
keys to someone.
by
Hopefully
seconds,
be
you could
there.
either
At
win or
the car
lose.
show, we're going to hand the keys to someone.
So if traffic
there
in
Sawyer,
town
Michigan,
messes
for
you up.
Central's 50th anniversary. And if Scott's there, y'all are going down.
And it's
well,
not
there's
the
a whole lot in
fastest
Sawyer,
time that
Michigan,
wins.
So you can probably take
It's
a
the
long ride if you go
closest
around the block.
to the
It doesn't
mark
matter. It's
time.
just, you know,
They give you an estimate of how long it should take to get here, and you have to be the closest to that time. It's not the fastest. It's not who can get here the fastest. It's who can get here exactly on the time they set. Say it took 2.5 hours to get from Lewisburg to here.
It is really nice. It's performing.
Whoever can get 2 hours, 30 minutes.
T21 rolling through the gate,
closest
1941 Ford pickup
is gonna
truck.
be the winner.
North American Racing Team. Eric Frankenbarger from San Ramon, California is driving. His navigator, Aaron Reed, out of Scottsdale, Arizona. Finally made the Stalls painting, by the way. Really cool shirt at the Coca Tent. Sarah Stall, one of the Stall families,
That's super
one of the
cool.
moms.
So yes, they came from Lewisburg.
Paints a painting every year of the race rally, the route. That painting gets put on a shirt. They made the shirt. Really proud of that. Check out that shirt.
Ford Model B pickup truck here. Patrick Lawler out of Canton, Ohio. Mallory Fruin, his navigator out of Mobile, Alabama. A renowned X-Cup competitor, now mentor to the young people. I started laughing. You tried to French that up a little bit, and it got Arizona. Yeah, that didn't work. It's hot, folks. The brake quits firing on all cylinders.
So how many times have we done this? Started last.
This is day 7.
Yeah, we started in that. No,
This is
Friday
day
night.
7.
This will be the
Wow.
14th or 15th show we've done in a row.
All right.
And this evidently sells out years in advance.
I know, I was
Because
getting ready to say, can we do it?
No, well, because they run a very limited number of cars, so there's very, very few spots to have.
We love America. We love these old cars.
It's not like they let 1,000 cars in it. I think it's 100 or 200. I may be wrong on the number. I have to look up the actual number, but it's very, very few compared to what we're used to.
Right.
This is very tiny compared to what we do.
That's something Scott and I take seriously. Scott,
Did you see they had the little archway for them to drive under? I can't get it on
He
camera.
had to drag a half a dozen.
You mean it's right over here?
Yeah, let's go this way.
Big old boys. Yeah. Healthy Tennessee boys. There it is.
Yeah, look at the little archway they come through. Well, I go back up here and get this truck.
Yeah. Stand in the shade.
It's a little hot out here today, guys.
You want to sit on the curb in the shade?
Ford pickup truck. These guys are legends. From Jeff Fredette, his son Eric out of Beecher, Illinois. 2018 grand champions there in Halifax, Nova Scotia, rolling in here to Roanoke tonight. Love to hear that flathead, that low idle flying your state's flag. Jeff and Eric, absolutely awesome. By the way, they are logistics managers for the United States International 6-Day Enduro team. They fly all over the world in motorcycle racing. Pretty unusual job. I'll have you know that Mr. Jeff Fredette in that truck is in the AMA Motorcycle Hall of Fame. He's got motorcycle, I don't know, chain lube running through his veins. He's been on a motorcycle his entire life, still supporting our country's U.S. International 6-day team.
Yeah.
If you go to follow the race on greatrace.com, there are some awesome pictures out there. We've got leader of crew following the race the entire week.
Look how many, look at his sticker.
Yeah.
Opens for going around the turns on those 3 wheels, and amazing pictures that they capture of these cars and trucks, but that truck in particular. This is Team 92. Check out their matching shirts. Jamie and Brad Mangan. The beautiful Jamie. Oh yeah, they are. They have the same logo on them. Different colors. They tried to fool me. Different look, same logo. Jamie is picking out Brad's clothes all week long. They're out of Klamath Falls, Oregon. 1962 Corvette, the Sportsman Division. That car showed at the SEMA show in 2024 with the all-new Coker Classic Star Series white wall tires, sponsored by Corvette Central.
Rolling in the gate here, 1965 Ford Ranchero Deluxe. Ken Prairie, his wife Lauren stays from White Plains, New York. Please stop, Ken.
Hang on.
Hit the brakes, Jake. We haven't sometimes get a chance to present yesterday's stage winners. They won yesterday with a score of 3 seconds, so they're getting their trophy today from yesterday. Incredible rally,
How cool is that?
an amazing
3
score
seconds, they
there,
were 3
Scott.
seconds
Holding
off
up
the
some more
mark, so
aces
they
from
won.
today. These
That
two
is
have become
awesome.
competitive. I think they're competitive anyway, but check out the decals on the back of that car for this year. They have put on the Air Force and U.S. Army logos in honor of their dads. They brought pictures of their fathers, vintage pictures from when they were in the military, doing a shout out and in honor of their dads this week.
There's that sun. Remember when I was talking about that cloud while ago?
Yeah, speaking of sun,
That's cool.
solar eclipses all over the world to film and document solar eclipses.
So they won yesterday.
Yes.
Really cool Facebook updates that they put on there, by the way. But just so you know, 1932 Ford Roadster Grand Champion Division. Catch this, everybody. Curtis has raced in all great race events since 1983.
Wow.
And if that wasn't enough, his navigator Ron, back in 1983, was a checkpoint worker and is now riding around with Curtis in the race.
Basically, almost 90 years rally experience.
In that one car.
You said you saw another one
Unbelievable.
go
And they're
across
still
the
doing it.
bridge.
They're not
Yeah.
just riding around, honking the horn. They're
Now, how
still
long it
rallying.
gets caught at the light.
Very, very competitive team. They kind of make it look easy, I think. Rolling through the gate here, a husband and wife team, Aaron and Brad Kaplan out of Corona Del Mar, California. 1966 Ford Mustang Coupe, sponsored by McCollister's Auto Transport. Welcome to Roanoke, Brad and Aaron. They're adventure junkies, Scott. Aaron won an international roosterfish competition in Mexico a couple of weeks ago and is now qualified for world championships.
Does anyone know what a roosterfish is?
Yeah,
I have no idea. It sounds mean. The chicken version of a rooster is mean. So you know the rooster's fish has to be mean. But just in case you wanted to know, Jason can draw you a picture of one. I had no idea, and he turned around and started drawing this picture and looked it up,
We're gonna
and
have
sure
to look
enough,
up
it was
what
a
a
pretty good
roosterfish is.
stick
Yes, we
figure
are.
roosterfish drawer, and it looked just like it. Really mean looking fish.
I can run a crayon. Listen, she won the roosterfish tournament. She already holds the world record for yellowfin tuna
All right,
over
guys,
Rod
somebody
Marine for a
comment to
female.
tell us.
They are adventure junkies.
Yeah.
Unbelievable
What's a
stories.
rooster fish?
A team of rookies right here, their first time ever. Team 44, Dieter Carrot from Fairfax Station, Virginia is driving. Dan Ehrman from Fairfax Station, Virginia
Yay,
is navigating
local.
to Virginia Boys.
Virginia boys.
1938 Ford convertible. Victoria's Secret is the name of their car.
Check that car out. If it whizzed by too fast, that was a convertible four-door sedan. Very unique model on
Virginia
that 38
boys.
Ford. 4 doors with posts, but convertible. Oh, Henry Ford made a bunch of different body styles back in the day. That was one of the more unusual you will see if actually going down the road. 1969 Oldsmobile Cutlass convertible out of Tacoma, Washington. Rich, Hamilton, Kyle Skinner, my friends, and corporate sponsors of the great race, Samuel Old Smith Brewery. What a cool car.
Team 66 in the Grand Champion Division. Jody Knowles out of Tyrone, Georgia is driving. Her Aunt Beth, his Aunt Beth Gentry from Newnan, Georgia is navigating. Where's the number of Beth's father, Jody? Jody's grandfather, Joe Knowles, like 2017, they won it all Grand Champions.
Yeah.
So I didn't mean to do this, but I just told you a story about a car that's hood flew off. Guess who's home? Please welcome LeBaron, 1918 American LaFrance Speedster, the wandering troubadours of Finland, Jay Riney, Otters Hill County, Minnesota. His navigator, world famous Christopher Brungard from
Something has happened with the Wandering Troubadours. They are absolutely thrilled to be in Roanoke. There is
Well, we just had the most coolest thing happen.
Yeah. We met more Power Tour people.
More Power Tour people, and that was so cool. They made our night. And they're repping the Power Tour shirts.
Yeah, they got Power Tour swag on.
That's right.
Check them out.
Yes.
That is very cool. That's very cool.
Tip of the hat to them, for sure, you know? That's awesome.
It is.
Jay, I think you also have to get the language. Oh, it's just like I just buy a consonant. Like what? No Kim speaking English?
Look at the flywheel on the thing. Look how thick the flywheel is.
I see it. Nice breeze.
Yeah.
No, it's not hard for me to see it. Except I can't see, but yeah.
Very cool.
Yes.
New York World's Fair.
They're pulling it off.
Yeah, I was gonna say fans still running.
Yep. Feels good down here.
Yeah, in the shade it does.
guys got prime parking in the shade.
Yeah, they do. They showed up just the right time, didn't they?
Yes. This
Now
is
turn
a
around.
pretty cool.
Look at the size of the diesel engines in the locomotive. Look at the size of the engines. They're bigger than the car.
That is crazy.
There's two of them in it. Look, two engines.
I see it.
A 56 Chrysler. How about that?
Yeah, that's nuts. Look at the backdrop.
Yeah. That's pretty cool, isn't it?
It is.
'70s Chevette. What are these little stickers? Ace. Great race. I'm guessing.
That's maybe their what category?
Well, I'm wondering if you get near the time for a stage that they call you an ace.
Maybe.
We have to look that up too.
If anybody knows,
Yeah.
somebody comment and tell us. Wheel of Antiques on that. On
Yeah.
the sticker.
Yep. That's pretty cool.
It is.
I like that one. It's very cool.
Yes. It is. Can you imagine? I mean, they just came up and over the mountain, didn't they?
Yep.
Oh my goodness. It's got the cover on, keep it from getting so hot. On
Or the
seat.
rain.
Or the rain. Or the rain. Yeah.
I'm betting they're counting on the rainstorm that's coming. Turn around. Look at the tiny little locomotive they got shoved outside the fence.
Yeah, look right here.
It's like the little orphan.
Look,
Oh yeah, there's a jet.
there's a jet. Or,
Well, that's part of a jet.
yeah,
There's
the graveyard.
yes, the graveyard. But look, there's the locomotive outside the fence.
Yeah.
I guess they couldn't fit them all.
Much better in the shade.
I don't get a shit. And I'll either be.
Look at the unicorn.
I know, that's great. That's hilarious.
I'm glad I was able to make it. Dash in.
Look at the
And
steam.
dash
Look at the steam
in
going
just
on.
a couple gallons, right? And then try and get in front of you guys. And we were saying, like, by. And we sit right in front of it. I was like, shit. No, that's. Oh, no, yeah. Bad that it happened, but
That's
yeah.
super cool.
Yeah.
They're all just kind of talking about how their day went. Kind of like all of us do after Power Tour.
Yep.
How'd everybody do? Who made it where? Who broke down?
Who worked down what you have to work on.
Yeah. That's great. Oh, that would have been terrible.
love to see the families come out and have stops.
Well, who is this team over here? I can't walk there because of the speaker. Is this for Gary and Tina Ann? No. Who is it? Who are we with? I got you. Love to see it. Sometimes hard to get overly excited if you've been sweating to the oldies in a car all day long, sweating in the oldies. But they worked hard for the races. They know that. Lots of terrain, lots of elevation changes, a little bit of heat, might have even rained a little bit. This is Ken Kiley out of Canyon Lake, Texas. Mike Roberts out of San Antonio. Sweet little super sport there, 4-speed car. I may or may not have supervised the fuel pump replacement on that car in the second night. They were parking into the parking lot when I got back at about 30. Oh, I just standing there, really awesome launch.
Chevy 210 sedan. This was Harvey Lippman's college car back in the day. He's out of Manchester, Maine. His navigator, Randy Gannett, out of Englewood, Florida. They're in the sportsman team. It was purchased by Harvey's grandfather, Jacob Epstein, back in 1955. And Harvey took ownership June 21st, 1971 and drove it to college. It still has the Bowden College sticker, parking sticker on the back window. Super cool family heirloom that Harvey has raced for the last 2 years. Roll on up there, Harvey, go get out of that thing.
1967 Corvette Coupe rolling in here. Randy and Todd Hendricks out of Ormond Beach, Florida. Father and son team, the Tomoka Boys, 350 horse, 327 with a 4-speeder. You kidding me? Check out those red line tires. Awesome car. Stickered up with all the hard-earned aces. You don't know where Ormond Beach is. I don't know where we are in the universe, but it's on the same coast as you. It's down there just above Daytona. It's a little spot just past the border turn.
Team 42 with a 1959 Mercedes-Benz. Mike Berry out of Dallas, Texas is driving. Scott Shoemaker is navigating. That's the B Street Garage. They had 2 cars in here. I think we found out last night one of their cars, the B Street cars, has ceased to race due to mechanical issues.
I did learn that this morning. When I left the hotel, I saw the other, there was a sweet little 63 Impala was still here. And it said not happening yet.
It was not going well last night after a long day of rallying, so they decided
It kind of hurts my feelings. Small block Chevrolets don't act like that. I hate it. That has been a really good rally car for them, so I'm sure they'll get it back up and running. 1926 Ford Model T hot rod here in their first ever great race, Rankin Technical College. All the kids on this team, Rob Gibbons, Lawrence Doyle, Harley Gardner, Gino Stevens, and Ryder Cognac, and my friend Chris White and Josh Williamson. They're not all in that little Model T, mind you. It's not a clown car. We're proud of them coming out here doing this great race thing.
Team 75 and a 1971 AMC Javelin. Hank Moll
How cool
out of
is
Anderson,
that?
North Carolina is driving. Derek Hendrick and Neosho Missouri is navigating. Daryl actually was born just south of Lewisburg, where we had lunch today. About 20 minutes south of there. We got some family here hanging out with them. Really neat AMC Javelin.
They're rolling on in here. I'm not sure where exactly the parking situation is, but there's a bunch of cars back there already. Probably wrap all the way around the building by the time we're done. Pretty cool scene here. If you've ever watched Sam's Garage on TV, really cool show. This is Sam Madavi out of Atlanta, Georgia. Doug Harris out of Tulsa, Oklahoma in a 1972 Datsun 240Z BRE tribute car. They're competing in the Sportsman's Division. Sweet little Z car there.
So, Sam's Garage, they came in last year for the first time in the Great Race, put some content on their show about the Great Race, documenting them doing the race. Decided it was so much fun, they wanted to come back and do it more and add even more content. Check out the horns on the front of this car. This is an X-Cup team. Old Toronado is what they're driving. Olivia Cotton, McKenzie, and Noah, all representing the RPM Foundation for X-Cup teams.
Car car number 13, the make father and daughter team from Japan in that little Mustang. Shige and Ayaka Isui, all the way from Japan in their 8th great race. They've come to the United States 8 times to tour
Not
this
this year.
Mustang.
Maybe one
I think
year.
that's incredible. I can't even imagine. Scott and I laugh our heads off. Can you imagine if our two new schools?
Well, we hope y'all enjoyed our little snippet of the Great American Race.
Yes.
It was our first experience in depth.
We had a great time. We hope you guys enjoyed it.
We'll probably learn a whole lot more in depth about this, whether we qualify with anything we own,
Right.
or maybe we'll have to get something to.
Yeah, we may
be able
have to do that because we had a blast seeing them all.
We did. This was really cool. So, how we end all of our videos. Thank you, Lord.
Thank you for today.